Hi, this is Glenda. I recently did a workshop class at a local shop, and one of the cards we did use this little Meerkat die. It's a tattered lace one, and I have to say I wouldn't even look twice at this die if I saw it somewhere, because it's just not my thing. But I kind of fell in love with it. Initially, when I glanced at the card, I actually thought it was jellyfish dangling down. My eyes aren't that great. But anyway, this is the card we made in the class, and we just tore off a bit of paper and coloured it yellow. And that's what got it started, and I went and got the die. So I'm also pondering what sort of faux textures and things we could do at Papermates that wouldn't be too messy. So I've been experimenting, and a lot of them are really messy and take a long time to dry. So I thought I'd show you what I came up with, which is reasonably quick drying, reasonably clean. But these are the cards I made, and this is as close as I come to mass producing. But they're essentially the same thing. This one I varied by putting an extra layer to make a little hill. When I went searching for ideas to use this die, I don't know how new it is, but there was pretty much nothing out there. There was a couple of cards on the tattered lace site, and that was about it. So the other thing I've done, once I sort of got into the mood, I originally bought it, I thought I'll do it on children's birthday cards, because I make some cards for playgroups, so it's 1, 2 and 3-year-olds having birthdays, and I thought, well, they will love Meerkat, so you can't go too wrong putting a Meerkat on a card for a kid. And then I started thinking of other sort of punny things that I could put on for not children. So I've got looking out for you, looking good, merely thinking of you. This one's hope you have a meerless day. So what I've got for you, if you want it, is a silhouette print and cut file with a number of little sentiments on it. And there's also a PDF version. I don't know if that's going to be any use to anybody, but you could print it out and then just hand cut or die cut around some of them. But it's ideally for a silhouette. So these are what I've been doing, and this is the finish I've finally come up with that's sort of doable. So any Papermates ladies watching might be getting an idea of where I might be going with next month's subject, because at the moment it's not quite there. So this is a super simple idea. You can use re-inker or an ink pad, something to get some colour, and I've got this coarse texture gel, so you could use anything like this, but it's designed to be used with acrylic paint, and it just worked for this, and you don't need very much. It's impossible to get it to click back on. It was only cheap at some of our, well, they're not $2 shops anymore, but some of our cheap shops carry Reeves art supplies, and that's where I got it. I don't think it cost me a lot, but I tried, mixing in microbeads and paint and things, and really they're just too messy and too long to dry. Whereas this, a baby wipe, and will be all cleaned up. So you just mix it together. I mean, you can make it any colour you like. Some of them I made a bit more yellow than this. We just spread it on. Obviously the thinner you can get it, the quicker it will dry. But I figure if we do these at the beginning of the session and then assemble the cards towards the end, we have a 3-hour session, and we can help it along with a heat gun, but I wouldn't want to entirely rely on drying it with a heat gun. You can get this smooth if you want across the top, a bit more soft into the horizon, put texture in it. texture. Okay, so that's my sand, and find somewhere to put it. And sorry for bumping the camera. Hope you'll excuse the pauses in the video, but I am recovering from a cough and I'm trying to edit out the coughs, so if it suddenly has a skip, that's why I was coughing. And there we go, that's the cleanup done. So hopefully that will be doable. You know, and that goes for any group where you're away from home, away from water. You know, we have some access to water, but I wouldn't want to be washing out paintbrushes and things in their kitchen or even their bathroom, because we meet in a church. Now, here's one I've prepared earlier, and it's nice and dry. I did leave this one to dry overnight, but I really do think we'll be able to, you know, give it a bit of a boost with a heat gun and use it in about an hour or something. And then we'll just sponge on some ink for the sky. And funnily enough, all my skies turned out differently, and some of them really got a nice cloudy look to them without me doing anything, which doesn't normally happen. Obviously the sandy look you can apply to anything where you want dirt, beach, yeah, it's a faux effect, so that's what I'm hoping to be looking at, is faux finishes, because last month's cards with our Flutter and Sparkle turned out fairly feminine, so I think it's time we made some a bit more unisex ones. So there we are, all ready to add my meerkats and bushes. So I just die cut some little planty bits, and I didn't even colour them, I just used green paper, and they're all just slightly different. Added my sentiment. So that's what I have to offer at the moment. I'm struggling to find new things to offer. I have getting close to 300 videos, and I've been doing it for a few years, and I don't want to share just for the sake of sharing. I want to have something to offer if I'm going to share, so that's why the videos are a bit few and far between at the moment. Hopefully some inspiration will come, but I've noticed in YouTube land there's a lot of same old at the moment. So anyway, I'll keep playing, and thanks for watching.